Today on Rappler. Philippine Congress is called upon to probe the United States' alleged anti-vax campaign in the Philippines. Former presidential spokesperson Harry Roque is listed as a legal representative in a raided Porac POGO. Western powers push for a consensus on how to end the war in Ukraine. Israel announces tactical pauses to let in aid supplies into Gaza. Princess Kate makes her first public appearance since her cancer diagnosis. The Outsiders, Merrily We Roll Along, and Stereophonic win multiple trophies at the 2024 Tony Awards. And actor Alwyn talks about his split with pop superstar Taylor Swift. ACT Teachers Representative Franz Castro urges the House of Representatives to conduct an investigation into a Reuters report that says the U.S. military launched a secret campaign against Chinese-produced vaccines during the height of the pandemic. The clandestine operation has not been previously reported. Castro says it is imperative to ascertain the extent of the damage and to hold those responsible accountable. On June 14, Reuters reported the Pentagon conducted a misinformation campaign to raise doubts over Chinese vaccines being supplied by China. This was primarily done online with phony internet accounts impersonating Filipinos, and it went beyond Philippine social media feeds with similar propaganda tailored for audiences in Central Asia and the Middle East. China's Sinovac biotech vaccine was the first vaccine made available to Filipinos. Newly raided Philippine offshore gaming operator Lucky South 99 lists former presidential spokesperson Harry Roque as its legal representative, but the lawyer maintains he has no direct link to the company. Rappler obtained a document which lists the officials of the POGO in Porac found to have trafficked and tortured workers. Roque's name is included under legal in the document. Roque tells Rappler he has no idea why, nor is he aware of that chart. He maintains his only engagement was for the Whirlwind Corporation, the one leasing the Thai Royal Court compound in Porac to Lucky South 99. The Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Commission earlier found a sponsorship letter for a former palace staff's visa application in the raided compound. The staff was accompanying Roque to Kyiv, Ukraine. Roque explains the staff may have lived in the compound. Western powers push for a consensus on how to end the war in Ukraine. More than 90 countries with leaders that include U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris, German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, and French President Emmanuel Macron attend the two-day talks at a Swiss resort at the invitation of Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. The conference underscores the broad support for Ukraine, as well as the urgency amid reverses and delays in Western aid. Russia controls about 20% of Ukraine. The draft seen by Reuters calls for Ukraine's territorial integrity to be respected. Austrian Chancellor Karl Nehammer notes the wording may fail to win unanimous support, but says even those who won't sign made it clear that the war must end. Moscow, which was not invited, labeled the summit a waste of time. China was another notable absentee. The Israeli military says it would hold daily tactical pauses in military activity in parts of southern Gaza to allow more aid to flow into the enclave, where international aid organizations have warned of a growing humanitarian crisis. Israel says military activity would be paused from 5 GMT until 16 GMT daily along the road that leads from the Kerem Shalom crossing to the Salah al-Din road and then northwards. But it says fighting in the city of Rafah, where Israel is targeting the remaining brigades of militant Hamas, would continue. Despite growing international pressure for a ceasefire, an agreement to halt the fighting still appears distant. Israel launched its war after Hamas attacked on October 7, killing around 1,200 people, while Gaza's health ministry says more than 37,000 Palestinians have been killed in Israel's offensive. Kate, Britain's Princess of Wales, waved to crowds and smiled broadly from the balcony of Buckingham Palace after watching a military parade on Saturday, June 15. It marks her first public appearance since she announced in March 2024 she has cancer and is receiving preventative chemotherapy. She is still undergoing treatment, but her improved health meant she was able to appear in public. The princess rode in a covered carriage with her 3 children to watch the annual military parade to mark the birthday of King Charles. Despite heavy rain showers, crowds lined the streets and cheered as the carriage passed by. In a rare personal written message on Friday, June 14, she said she was making good progress but was not out of the woods. Her illness coincides with Charles, 75, who is also undergoing treatment for cancer. The Outsiders, a musical based on S.E. Hinton's coming-of-age novel, snags the coveted Tony Award for Best Musical, including direction of a musical adaptation, while Stereophonic takes home the Tony Awards for Best Play and Best Direction. Season favorite Merrily We Roll Along wins the Best Revival of a Musical, Best Lead Actor in a Musical for Jonathan Groff, and Best Featured Actor in a Musical for Daniel Radcliffe. Appropriate, a play about adult siblings reuniting after the death of their father, wins Best Revival of a Play and Best Lead Actress in a Play for Sarah Paulson. Succession star Jeremy Strong wins Best Lead Actor in a Play for his performance in Ibsen's Enemy of the People. The 77 Tony Awards was held for the first time in New York City's Lincoln Center, hosted by Tony-nominated and Oscar-winning actress Ariana DeBose. For the full list of winners, visit Rappler.com. Actor Joe Alwyn breaks his silence on the end of his relationship with pop superstar Taylor Swift. In an interview with the Sunday Times Style, Joe says he hopes people can understand the difficulties that come with the end of a long, loving, fully committed relationship of over 6.5 years. He adds what made the split unusual was how those uninvolved in the relationship made quips about it, but says he made his peace. Most of the couple's relationship was kept under wraps, but Joe reiterates it was a mutual decision to keep the more private details of our relationship private. Joe says there is no reason to change that even if they've parted ways. Under the pseudonym William Bowery, Joe collaborated with Taylor on several songs in Folklore and Evermore. Joe and Taylor began dating in 2016 and split in 2023. And that's today's wrap. I'm Kara Oliver. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok.